Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition, go away, of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a match between Bisu and Miso here on Circuit Breakers. This feels familiar, but I can't find a game between these two players on my channel. So if I've cast it before, then maybe I'll stop and maybe I won't. Bottom right-hand corner is the orange Zerg player. It is Miso. Here playing under the name Life Change, and in the top right-hand corner, it is the yellow Protoss player, Bisu, playing under his Smurf name and his alt account, Only Star. Alright, man, going up against Bisu is rough stuff for any Zerg player, but I feel like Miso has it within him to win this game. That's what we love about StarCraft. We love about StarCraft that it is all about winning games when the unexpected is happening, right? Stuff that we don't see coming, stuff we've never seen before. If every game was literally the same thing over and over, nobody would watch this game. And instead, we get hundreds of thousands of people watching it all the time. Major broadcasts and major tournaments for both Brood War and StarCraft 2 getting big old numbers. Across the board, StarCraft is as popular as it has ever been, I want to say, and just looking forward to more of it in my life. 9 pool out of Miso here. He's going pool first against the Protoss player who did throw up the pylon in the low ground. Some Lings showing up could be problematic. This is going to be fairly difficult to wall off here on Circuit Breakers. Also, the Overlord is scouting the right direction, getting some really important intel for Miso to see what is going on here on the other side of the map. And Bisu not scouting at all, which I'm honestly surprised by. Usually Bisu loves scouting, and he is. Okay, so he is moving out. The question is he going to go to the right location or not? No, this angle definitely indicates he's going to go for the top left, which is exactly where his opponent is not. And I gotta say, man, in these macro games of Bisu's that I cast, he scouts the wrong direction about 98% of the time. And I'm wondering if that's because if he can find a Zerg player on a 4-player map like this in the first couple minutes, he can really wreck him fast. Yeah, Overlord comes in, reveals himself, and then the pro makes a beeline for where he knows Miso is at this point in time. Only one set of Lings on the way. This is not anything crazy insane. I think this is just a safe build from Miso rather than a crazy aggressive one that Bisu needs to prepare for. I don't think he does. I mean, he's throwing up a cannon, but as far as walling this off any further, I don't think he needs to. He sees the 2 Zerglings, but I don't think he's going to see any more. And this might just be a fake out. Be interested to see if this is something that Miso is going to force Bisu to additionally wall off for when he doesn't need to. And he is. I mean, he needs a gateway anyway. It's not like he built that and he didn't need to do so. You know what I mean? But anyway, third hatch coming up on the low ground here for Miso on the left side of the map. You don't want to throw up some Sunkens and some Spines over here. Some Spines, some Spiny Boys, some Lurkers. My brain was talking about, but then my mouth called them Spines. Anyway, they're Lurkers that you want to defend that third base. And other than that, nothing too crazy here from either of these players. Gas just about done there from Bisu's expansion is on the way as it's considered, and then expanding really fast at about 3 minutes there too is Miso. He recognizes what's up. He got the perfect scout off on what Bisu's up to. This isn't any kind of a 2-gate, 3-gate mass zealot scariness opening that we've seen him do against Zerg players before and just ruin their lives, man. Perfect scout on that lair timing too. Just sees the lair coming up, and again, the lair's probably going to be for Lurkers, just he almost needs them to defend this third base. He additionally could go for Sunkens and Lings and Hydras to defend it, but Lurkers are amazing. Lurkers, especially with the support of some Hydralisks, are especially good against those Zealots. So we'll see. We'll see what is being planned here. Bisu is a huge fan of Reavers. He loves Storm, as all Protoss players do, and as all the elite ones do too. Hey, hit that like button. Some people have pointed out that I'm getting like 100 likes on a video that's got 40,000 views. The ratios do not make any sense. So like, just to take a second, hit that like button. It won't take you away from the video. It just gets me more visibility. Lets you know you like my stuff. I like my stuff? I like your stuff? No, you like my stuff. And I'll keep making stuff that gets likes, right? I think that's how this works here. Do you like Carbot? Hit like. Do you not like Carbot? Hit the stuff that's not Carbot. Etc., etc. Drones moving out across the map, trying to see what is what. Zergling's been chasing this probe for approximately its entire life. I think that's accurate. Really, I do. And a Spire coming up. Where's our Spire? All right, so there's the Spire because there's a gateway. Where's our gateway? Where is it? There it is. A Stargate, rather. Stargate on the way for those Corsairs, and if you don't have anything to kill them, then all your Overlords die and you lose. A bunch of Lings out. Surprising number of Lings are out here. They do have speed now, as they easily catch up to this probe and murder it. By that I mean The probe is juking the Lings away. That's kind of amazing. Sacrificing the probe to delay a little bit the Lings getting up here, and they're just not getting through this wall. I'm sorry, guys. You're not getting through this wall. It's not happening, and they know that. I think they're just here to go ahead and contain a little bit. So if Zealots do move out, they can kill them, or at least scout that they're on their way. Meanwhile, third base getting saturated up quite nicely here, and moving out with a, well, moving out with a Corsair, of which, how many Overlords are there to kill? One there, and one there, and found one. Found our guy there hanging out, but still saturating it up here. Spire almost done. Throwing up a macro hatch here at the front door of the natural base is Miso. Lings, man, they could run by. I want to say they could run by and get a scout off. But, I mean, what do you really need to see here? I guess you'd like to see the double Stargate, where a lot of Corsairs are on the way for Bisu. That might be something that you would want to know if you are the Zerg player here, but no access to that information. Maybe if you got Overlord speed, you could check it out, but anyway, another Overlord going to go down here. Boy, I mean, Bisu's actually supply blocked here. Miso technically is not. Zealots heading down to this third base, as is tradition. I don't know, did the Lings see that? I want to say they saw that, but I don't actually know. Where did the Corsairs go? Why are they not? Man, they are defending for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, so the Zealots are here. Hydraliston and a hatchery up. I don't know. Are there enough Lings to actually kill these dudes? There's a whole bunch out. What's the number here? It is 4 Zealots versus something like 20 Zerglings. So the ratio, I think, works for the Lings. Positioning is going to be really important here for Bisu. Ah, that one gets caught out and surrounded and killed. This one gets caught out in the open and killed. All right, so that is well done. Miso might have overmade Lings to handle that, and that is always a concern for Zerg players is, did you make too many units where you should have been making drones? Because if so, you're in trouble. Fourth base is already done for Miso, though. This Corsair count is insanity. Look how long it takes to kill an Overlord. About 2 seconds. Hydra's out, though. Hydra's fighting, but boy, is he supply blocks pretty immensely right now. No Overlord's down here. Miso thanks his lucky stars for that. Look at this. The Scourger like, we're ready. We're ready in case there are some Corsairs that want to come over here. We'll murder them, no problem. And the Corsairs are like, we are not anywhere near you guys. What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Anywho, this Overlord might be in trouble as well. So, I mean, making some Hydras over at the third base, fourth base location might not be too bad for Miso. Scourge. Oh, they tried to go in, but there were cannons. No! No, Miso, don't do it. You're not making some good decisions here. Another Overlord down. Does another supply block on Miso. This is just, this is really, really intense committal to supply blocking the crap out of the Zerg player. Flyer Carapace is on the way, but still no Overlord speed, which I'm very surprised by. I mean, the good news here for Miso is that the Corsairs can't do anything against your ground army, so that's nice. But if you don't have any Overlords, you can't make a ground army, which is bad. So these Hydras are stuck at home right now. So basically, we're looking at Bisu being able to do whatever he wants. The Hydras are not pushing out anytime soon, as the Corsairs will come in and supply block him into the Stone Age, if that happens. Lurker Aspect on the way? No? Alright, no Lurker Aspect on the way. Lings fighting here. Actually, I'm really impressed with the Ling control that we're seeing here out of Miso. He isn't just losing Lings for nothing. He is taking down Zealots. He is keeping them alive. His attention to them up at the front door is really, really good here, too. Templar Archives on the way. So Bisu's like, you know what we need Storm here at the 8-minute mark. If you're interested in that sort of thing, all the Protoss players watching are like, yes, you do, as a matter of fact. So Hydra's at the third base protecting. Zealots trying to come on down. That one, again, gets picked off. This is really good stuff. These Lings should not be able to kill any of these Zealots. There's like the number of Zealots that there are of Lings, which is really bad for them. Another one gets surrounded and caught out, and then the Lings pull back when the rest of the friends show up. So now doing the same thing that we saw earlier with the probes, or with the probe rather, in the Lings, is delaying and sucking these Zealots away from the Zerg bases. Now they can't attack anything. They've got legs, so they're very fast, which is awesome. But boy howdy. Alright, Hydra count looking pretty healthy here. Finally getting Singularity Charge. He's delayed that for quite some time as Bisu. Third base coming up here. So that's some good information that Miso was able to get. The probe goes all the way home. Does not want to get sniped off by this Ling. Ooh, Ling does get stabbed and killed by the Zealot, already injured. But this is really buying some time for Miso to be on 4 bases. And he is looking okay. He's about 93 supply. in the next couple of minutes here, it should start shooting up quite a bit. And even surpassing Bisu if things continue along the way that we're seeing here. The Corsairs are just not finding stuff to kill at this point. It's a lot of Hydralisks. Lurker aspect on the way here. We've seen a hive. We are not seeing a hive, but some hiders are moving out, man. Wow, this is a lot of hiders moving out. Where's your storm? Storm is done. Okay. When you see this kind of move out, you really got to say to yourself, how much storm do I have? Because this is like 100 Mutalisks, or 100 Hydralisks rather. 100 Mutas would be a lot of Mutalisks. All right, man. Here we go. Ready for the storm? I'm ready for it. There's one. There's two. There's your three. The Zealots are doing pretty well here too, though, with their attack upgrades, but the High Templar are sniped off. Cannons are going to try to hold the day. +1 attack is done for these Hydras. +1 attack is done for the Zealots, too. More and more Hydras. The Overlords are all in a pack right now. Whew. Wait, one of them had stuff in it. Did it die? Oh, they might have got the Overlord that had stuff in it. That's a problem. That is a major problem, but I'm not sure this third base is very safe for Bisu right now, as the army supply is even, and that's really bad for the Protoss player. Man, if he could just... Why are you attacking into these cannons? Why would you do this? Just take down the third. I had all of these hopes for Miso just a second ago, and then he decided to go for the natural base and get absolutely nothing done. Okay, some lurkers set up. That's awesome. Does he really want to kill Bisu right here? I am flabbergasted he's not taking down this third base. If he allows Bisu to hang on to that third base, okay, he is getting there eventually. By the way, Miso is horribly supply blocked. He's making 10 Overlords at a time. Because for some reason he brought all of his Overlords up here to get killed by those Corsairs. So decision making, maybe not Miso's strong suit here, but he is on 4 bases to Bisu's, well, 2 bases. DT drop here in the main might be able to get some stuff done. I mean, it's desperation time for Bisu. Any damage you can get is going to be good damage here. The lurkers are spining in, but they don't kill buildings all that fast. So eventually, oh, the Hydras do, though. Hydras versus gonna get stuff done. A DT in the mix. Yo, he's got 7 kills. This guy does. I assume some of them were up here. Once again, going for the drop stuff, or whatever this is. There's nothing even in there. So you trying to drop the Hydras inside the main? That'd be incredible. Dropping the Hydras in here might just be GG. All these cannons protecting this area, but they cannot move anywhere to protect the top. Dude, does he have drop? Almost. He's working on it. Okay. Fair enough then. DT, 11 kill DT, and he is, I keep wanting to say he's dead. There he is. He's dead. 80112 total supply. Bisu has a massive army lead right now, but he's on 2 bases. He's oversaturated on his bases. This is some excellent micro out of Miso, by the way. I mean, just really, really impressed. Overlord's hiding in the top left-hand corner here. Again, maybe... he's going for drops. It just takes forever for Ventral Sacs to evolve, is the problem. And Bisu, I don't know, man. You just make more High Templar, I guess? You make a lot of High Templar, killing his own cannon so he can get out of his natural base. Seems like a good idea. Additional... Well, you don't want additional lurkers because lurkers are really prime targets for storms. Lurkers down. Nicely done. And Bisu trying to break out of the prison that has been created here. That Archon is going to die, but a lot of Hydra are going to go with it with that storm. Yeah, I don't know. Another storm is up. High Templar is getting sniped down, though. Zealots forced to flee. They've got +2 attack, which is awesome. The Hydras also have +2 attack, and again, not getting out of here. High Templar sniped. Good snipe on that one, and a drop is done. Does he want to try to drop in there now? He's producing 11 Hydras at a time. He's got Scourge he's bringing to the party here, too. Trying to catch those Corsairs off guard. The Corsairs have not seen Scourge for some time. And perhaps they're not ready for it, but it's Bisu. Of course he's always ready for it, although the Scourge just passing in the night here. La 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 la. And you know what? Bisu's out. Bisu is out, but he doesn't have a third base yet. I think Miso made the right choice, or Miso made the right choice of not going for a 5th base. That's a little bit greedy on somebody like Bisu. Just being on 4 bases to their 2, I think, is enough. Especially if you can take down that 3rd base again. I mean, Miso is playing exceptionally well right now. So many Hydralisks. All the Hydralisks. All the live long day. 107 to 130 supply. Again, Bisu is up. But I feel like a lot of this is probe count. Because this army does not look 100... Well, I guess it's all the Corsairs, too. The Corsairs maybe not as good long-term... These Overlords. They're protected by 4 Hydras. But, man, a lot of those Overlords can die. But if the Hydras kill every single one of those Corsairs... Ooh, double expanding Bisu. He's like, I'm behind! It's 15 minutes in, and I only have 2 bases technically. Time to double expand. Get back into the swing of things here. Is he still not going for a hive? I think that's a problem for Miso, too. Should be going for a hive here. Getting that Dark Swarm up would be really nice against the Dragoons that we're seeing, especially. Another Overlord down and supply blocked. Actually, yes, Miso is supply blocked at 112 total supply. Lurker drop here at the natural, getting some stuff done. I could see how many kills they have. 6 kills and 0 kills. What? Get some work done, Lurker. La 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 la. I was going to try to drop up here with this one or just die. That's fine, too. Death is totally acceptable. And the Lurker with 0 kills ends up getting sniped out. But that's a lot of lost mining time for Bisu, actually. 122 to 129 total supply here. Hydra's pushing up with their +2 attack. Sniping down that Templar would be incredible if he can get it. He does focus it. After 1 storm goes down, that's good. Took 1 storm to the face in order for 1 Templar to get killed. That's a ton of lost gas for Bisu. An insanely tough. Huge amount there. The Corsairs are just refusing to die. They keep flying over these spores and Hydras. Maybe he wants to free up the supply or something. Not that he's maxed out or anything. But yeah, check this action out. Double expanded. Bisu making it happen. Hydras attacking into 1,000,000 cannons would totally work if you had Dark Swarm. Yeah, I think Miso has this game won if he techs up to Hive, gets a Defiler around, and starts making Dark Swarm. This Mass Hydra thing is awesome, but my golly, our Storm and Cannon's really good against it. Hydras attack and they hit really hard, but holy crap, they are glass cannons. The Storm is insanely good right now. More and more Hydras continuing to cruise up here. How much Storm do you have, Bisu, would be the question of the day. Attacking into these cannons, again, not a huge fan of it, but, you know, if you have enough Hydras, maybe it's going to work out. Great Storm on these Lurkers, who aren't really attacking anything, by the way. Boy, that's a lot of dead Hydralisks, ladies and gentlemen. That is so many dead Hydralisks. They're trying to take as many Dragoons with them as they can, but leaving the Lurkers behind is not the way to do it. Is he going more drops up this way? He was thinking about it. His Overlords are here, but they are dead now. 7, 9 Hydras in production from Miso. Oh, a little bit of a probe transfer getting caught out by these Hydras there, too. Archon in the mix. Archons are not really what you want against Hydras, because look how fast Archons die. Hydra standing in, but just getting cut down over and over again here. 104 to 86 total supply. Corsairs finding your Overlords that you're bringing up because you can't keep them safe back home. Corsairs coming back in to finish off those Overlords, and there's another supply block on Miso, but... Oh, Corsairs, though! Woo! Every Corsair snapped down there and spiked out of the sky. So suddenly it's a 4 base to a 4 base. Bisu found himself in a position where he was down 4 bases to 2 to the Zerg opponent. Fixed it. Somehow made it happen. Despite a huge onslaught of Hydralisks. Production tab for our Zerg player is empty. He's not making Overlords at all. He's trying to micro his face off at the front here. And again, this should be working against Dragoons. Maybe mixing in some Lings would not be bad as we're transitioning into Dragoons more and more for Bisu. And again, Ling flank attacks are fantastic. Ooh, High Templar sniped there. Other one's still alive. And does get a Storm off. Man, sniping that dude would have been massive, but I guess there was another one there ready to go too. More Archons in production. I can't see this ending up any other way than Bisu wins this thing because our Zerg player refuses to go for a hive. He is conscientiously objecting to go for a hive. It's against his religious principles. He is making 11 mutas, though, which, I mean, considering the number of Dragoons on the field, I don't know about that. They have +2 attack. They're pretty darn scary, but 11 mutas with Hydra support could work out. See how good the storms are. There's only one High Templar with the group. He has enough for a storm. Mutas need to come here now. It'd be nice, Miso says. Oh, stormed it up. Oh, I didn't even dodge that one. That was so many dead Hydras. Yeah, I don't see this game ending where suddenly Miso decides that, you know what we're going to do? We are, in fact, going to go for Dark Swarm. He is locked in right now. So the Mutalisks show up. Could have sniped. Oh, they do get that High Templar. And that one. All right. Sniping High Templar is a good thing to do with Mutalisks. I'm down. Was he? Why? Okay. Oh, cannon down in the main base. Is he trying to depower all these gateways? That'd be kind of odd. Ooh, there were High Templar for sniping over there, by the way. Mutas being an incredible annoyance. Oh, yeah. Once the Corsairs are down, Mutas were viable again. That's incredible. So there's one Corsair out. Archon comes up, gets a nice hit off on these guys. Two Mutas go down. Dragoons marching along, trying to catch those guys. Kills a Corsair. It's very nice. Does not lose a Muta in the process. Another Corsair probably going to go down. Oh, Archon's in the present. Additional Corsairs coming. You know, if this was in conjunction with Hydralisks actually attacking the front door, this would be a lot better. But as it stands, the Muta count is down to 5. They are severely injured. 4 more Mutas in production, actually. These guys did some pretty good stuff. Corsair flies through some storm. Got stormy weather ahead, Captain. What are we going to do? Yeah, I mean, Miso hasn't expanded in approximately 10 minutes. 10, 11, 12 minutes here. It's insane how long it's been since he's expanded. But here is our big, scary Dragoon army with Zealots, with Archons, all with +3 attack, and with Storm. This is the anti-Hydra setup here. And here we go. Hydra's in the front lines. The Mutas are trying to do something, but God, the Storms. 124 to 142 overall supply. Supply blocking the Zerg player for the 87th time today. Corsair trying to find stuff to kill. Instead, there are a million Hydralisks on the ground. Mutas did not engage in that battle. I'm surprised by that. I feel like they could have sniped off a couple of the High Templar, but they ended up not doing it at all. Again, just expanding here would be good. This expansion is the logical place to take your 5th, and he's just not been doing it. There are definitely some storms getting thrown down. Only three Mutalisks remaining here. Drop attempt at the natural base. This is really good if you have Dark Swarm. I'm going to say that. This is incredible if you have Dark Swarm. As it stands, it's okay. Kills all the cannons anyway. But pretty much, well, not all the cannons. This cannon is still here, having a great time. Yeah, that might be it. I mean, that's 142 to 109 supply. The drop was fine, but dropping onto an ongoing base that's actually providing income to Bisu would have been a better idea. And I'm going to say it again and then leave it alone for a minute. But seriously, Dark Swarm changes this game. It changes every part of this game. Alright, so two big, huge groups of Mutas. Left side coming up toward this natural base too. But Bisu very intelligently splitting his forces, as you do. Splitting against the split. And now he's getting sandwiched. Alright, well, split attack did not work out as a small portion of his army got crushed over here on the right side. Muta's flying in to try to see what they can do, but that's not going to work out very well. I mean, Hydra's attacking into this choke is suicide. I hope they know that, because there are High Templar on the other side, and you come into these chokes, you will get stormed until you are dead, which is generally what happens with Hydras. Very rarely do they get stormed until they're not dead. But, yeah, Lurker's coming in here. That +2 attack is done. No further upgrades. We've seen it all from Miso for quite some time. No armor upgrades at all. No lings. which is why these Dragoons are as effective as they're going to be, because there are no Zerglings to punish them at all. And here is your, what feels like a final engagement of the day. The Lurkers all go down. The Hydras all go down. I'm not sure the Storm is even necessary here, but it is working exceptionally well for Bisu. 155 to 75 overall supply, doubling up in supply on the Zerg player. Production tab is 9 Hydras at a time, 10 Hydras at a time. He's got a small group over that way, but these guys are ready to rock. 6 kills on that Templar, 3 kills on that Templar, 5 on that Dragoon, 8 on that Dragoon. Miso is trickling Hydras into the meat grinder. And yeah, once the big Protoss army shows up at your front door and you can't dislodge them, game is over. Look at this. Unloading Hydras into this mix with the +3 attack. Dragoons don't care about your Hydras. Not all much anyway, and that is your good game. And Bisu is your winner in 25 minutes and 51 seconds. That is what we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That is some really just incredible adjustments from Bisu throughout most of the game. Honestly, did a fantastic job recognizing no Lings, went for Dragoons, recognized no Dark Swarm, went for Dragoons. Did not overmake Archons, just made them with the Templar that ran out of energy on the battlefield. And then might as well use him for something at that point. 11 kills on that dude, by the way. Flank attack of Hydra's not enough at that stage either. And then, yeah, refusing to expand to a 5th base, and then refusing to go to... Did he even end up having... I need to see. He didn't. I mean, I'm not even sure why I'm checking this, but... Yeah, he refused to go to a hive in 25 minutes against Bisu. Why would you not? I don't understand. I don't understand. This guy is good. His macro is incredible. The way that he got up to 4 bases while Bisu was stuck on 2 was just, that is a position you should not lose from. But if you refuse to tech up, or if you refuse to use spellcasters in any capacity whatsoever, refuse to get further upgrades and never get a 5th base, okay, you can throw it at that point. So, nicely done by Bisu. I mean, he did what he needed to do, but man, Miso helped him immensely. Immensely in that game. 238,000 points for Bisu, 188,000 there for Miso. 414 Zerg units killed, 161 Protoss units killed. That's your ratio. And then 23 buildings raised by Miso is pretty good, actually. But in the end, not many production facilities. 1 Nexus did get taken down, but other than that, the bases were kept alive. And then resources, yeah, having those 4 bases for quite some time for Miso really helped him get up here, but he was just not cost efficient with his stuff. He ended up losing, again, 414 units. The cost efficiency was not there. Dark Swarm helps you with that. Plague on the gateway units. Dark Swarm against ranged units. So good. So good. Just, it's Jaedong. Jaedong does that, y'all. All right, cool stuff. Well, that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you for being here and thank you for watching. And you take care of yourself.